couple of weeks since she's been live in studio. The one, the only Jessica Anderson from Anderson Keuscher with another fine edition of the Alice Love Court.
Good morning.
In session.
Good morning.
See,
good morning.
It's like a couple of weeks in here or on the phone, and she forgets to play with her gavel.
The gavel. Play with it.
Well, do official duty, I should say. All right, what's happening in the Love Court this morning?
Dear Jessica, my ex-husband sends me harassing text messages daily. We had 2 kids together and we share custody, but his text messages go way beyond talking about the kids. It is clear that he's stalking me. He always knows when I'm out with friends, if I went on a date, and what I did the night before. It's super creepy. Obviously, we need to be able to talk about our kids, but I don't want him interfering with other aspects of my life. What can I do? I really don't want to talk to him about anything outside of the kids.
That is awkward.
Right.
But I think this happens a lot, right?
Yeah, she doesn't say, but I suspect they haven't been divorced very long. Sounds like he's probably not over it. But truly, dude, like you're only supposed to talk about your kids.
Right.
What she can do, I mean, obviously she could get a harassing and stalking order if she really thought that he's like for sure stalking her. However, hard to enforce, right? Because you share kids together and you have to do custody exchanges. So like, staying 100 yards away from someone when you.
Yeah. Like run along.
Yeah.
Kids.
Right. So beyond that, through the family court, you could ask your judge to enter a no contact order.
Okay.
And order you to do a co-parenting platform. Like we've talked about lots of times. Yeah. Talking Parents or Our Family Wizard. So that way, you're communicating just about the kids. It's in one place. You don't have to get rapid fire text messages when someone's upset or whatever's going on.
Oh, that never happens.
Right. But also, the no contact order would say neither of you can talk to one another absent, specific things regarding the children. So, I mean, that's not ideal either. It's hard to raise
tricky.
Kids. Yeah.
Week after week when you come in here and you talk about these situations involving custody and kids and divorces, I count my lucky stars that when I went through my divorce, which was a few years ago, my wife and I at the time didn't have kids. And it's like, and when they say that having kids complicates things, it does.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you have to stay in contact with one another. You can't just move on with your life. You've got this constant reminder of, your former life.
Right.
And, if you're doing right by your kids, you're going to try to get along. You're going to try to talk. You don't have no contact orders. You don't harass and stalk one another. But, if this gal is in a situation where she can't really, live a normal life because her ex is constantly harassing her, I mean, that's not okay. He's not allowed to do that.
I was 18 and 3,000 miles away. So, yeah.
When your parents got divorced?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, man.
I don't know.
It doesn't make it easy. Yeah.
Could this be a situation because he knows where she is that like her location is turned on and they share location?
I don't know how first of all, look, Reno's a really small town.
Yeah.
If you go out, I might know someone who knows where you went. I mean, that's just the way it is.
No, you're exactly correct. Everybody is in your business.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
So it might be that, or, if the kids have devices or something, he might be using the GPS somehow.
You brought up an interesting point about location services, and I never really even thought about that. Is that
it's a big deal.
Some couples do that, and it's like, how do you, if you're going through a divorce situation, how do you force that other person to turn it on?
Right, because, I guess you could get a court order for that. I mean, you can turn off your own location services, but that would mean that you'd turn them off for everyone.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's not fair that you have to turn off your location services just because you don't want one person to.
I didn't even think about that until you brought that up. Yeah.
So I think with like Life 360, you can remove someone on your end from your circle.
Is it like essentially blocking them?
Those are kids specific. I think Life 360 is like
Life 360 is like a family circle.
Right.
So like I've got it with my family and we all follow each other.
Okay.
I know where my husband is at all times.
At all times. All All right.
this is tricky.
We have a great portal set up on our website at alice965.com. Jessica, you answer every single question you receive.
I do. We go back and forth a lot. Sometimes they need more information and want to come in for a consultation. And if that's the case, they call 775-823-0049.